Hi, welcome to Facebook Live, and today is the first day of July. So welcome. This happens to be a Wednesday, so we're going to be doing the active aging workout. I'm going to do it Tabata style. So we have 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The idea is work as hard as you can for 20 seconds at a time, and we'll alternate between a cardio and a strength for each round. They will be 5 rounds. 5 rounds of work. So I have a chair option today for those of you who would like it. Chair option is awesome for those with joint issues. So feel free to use that. I'll be demonstrating it in the chair sometimes and sometimes out of the chair. So you have the option. The chair will be helpful when we do our, spinal balance or anything where you need, for instance, for back work, where you need to lean forward for, say, tricep kickbacks or for rows and reverse flies. Sitting down and leaning forward, again with a straight back, boom, not rounding. All right, that is what you're gonna wanna do that's what a good thing that the chair is for those who wanna stand up and need that back support, splitting your stance, one leg forward, one leg back, with a nice total forward lean will give you that resistance you need to fight gravity for triceps or for rows and flies. We'll also be doing some chest flies with the option of chest press. The chair is helpful for that because, again, you can lean back with a nice straight back and you're fighting gravity more. So in that case, the chair makes it a little more intense. You could get on the ground if you don't have a chair handy. You could lie down on the ground for that to add the intensity. You can do it standing, but you need to be focused on making sure that you're using your chest muscles for that and not just using your shoulders, because that's not what we want in that exercise. All right, so I'm so glad to be joining you guys again live, and I will be saving this workout. So for those people who don't tune in right at 10 o'clock Central Time, you can join in on this later and you can redo it later. So those of you who want more than a half-hour workout, you can repeat this one, or you could scroll down my Facebook page and find another one and do 2 of them back to back. That works out as well. So it's so fun. I'm seeing some people pop up here. Elizabeth and Barb, so good. I know that some of my aqua people, I call them mine. You guys belong to yourselves. My Little Mermaid group got together for a socially distant picnic lunch, and that's exciting that y'all were able to do that. I hope to be able to join you sometime when you do that again. So especially for my aqua people who really miss getting in the water, because it gives you that buoyancy, it gives you that resistance, but most importantly, it gives you joint support. When you can't get to that pool, a chair option is really helpful. So chair option is here. Hey, later before I get started here, at the very end when we do our last exercise will be a spinal balance. So it's to replace a plank. Those of you who can do a plank, you might want to go ahead and do a plank. But because I'm doing an active aging workout, I'm going to do it as a spinal balance. Several options when we get there. One is to be seated, total full body lean with the back straight. So I show you from the side here, like this, not rounded, nice and straight. And you're seated, it's one arm up and one arm back. As high as you can get this arm, no higher than the temple, and then this way, all right? So that's a seated option for the spinal balance. A standing option could be even using the back of the chair if you can get behind a chair. And one leg is back, your opposite leg and opposite arm. So if I show you from the side, it looks like that with a nice straight body. Another option, if you have decent shoulders and wrists and your blood pressure isn't a problem, you could do yours on the chair. So this takes the place of kneeling. So those of you who don't want to kneel on the ground because of bad knees, you can wrap your hands around the edge so that your wrists are in line, and you do your bird dog this way. I don't know if you can, my leg is disappearing, but my opposite leg is straight out. Your goal there is to be a straight line, so not this kind of stuff. Your goal is to get the leg as high as your hip and your arm about even with the shoulder, and you'll be doing opposite. So that's another it's a more intense option than the other two that I showed, seated and a slight full body lean. So I wanted to give you that's a lot of options instead of going through all those. I don't know if you can remember that for later. Let's do that. All right, so good. Make sure you have water handy. Make sure you have safe shoes on. Don't do this in flip-flops. If you have tools, have them. I'm really gonna probably focus on hand weights today. But if you have a tube, hopefully you already know, for chest, you get that tube behind you for the chest flies. You can even get it behind the chair for the chest flies. And then for rows, you'll be standing on the tube and row and fly. I'm gonna be doing alternating row and fly. On my tube is really tight. I cannot quite do a full fly with my tube. So if that's you, you'll just do the rows. And then bicep as well. Bicep and tricep, you stand on it. You can do a bicep, kickback tricep, okay? Tubes are available. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And with a warm-up, obviously.
Begin the warm-up.
Uh-oh, I lost my speaker. It was paired and now it's not. Let's try again. I know she's there. All right. There we go. Beautiful. All right, as usual, we start with a simple march. You can be in the chair. You can be out of the chair. For those of you in the chair, half your thigh is off the chair or more. You can sit toward the edge. So we're not leaning in the chair unless you have to, right? Half your thigh off the chair, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. If you're standing, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Take the arms forward. You can do this standing. I'm going to show seated for now. Take the arms to the side. Now as we're seated, if you're going to stay seated, these hip flexors are going to get tired and worn out. So you're allowed to lean back slightly with a straight back. So this is athletic, it's not slouchy. Now forward and out. Tap it to the side. Swing the arms with it. Tap forward. Open it out. Little V. 4, 3, 2, fast feet. Take a deep breath. Swan dive forward. Halfway up. Lengthen your back. Fold forward. Unroll. Shoulder roll. Alternator reach up. Stretch to your side. If it hurts your shoulders, only reach where it feels comfortable. Now pulse for 3. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2. Both arms up. Deep breath. Push it out. Heel tap. Can you speed it up? Faster. Back to a march. Awesome. Keep marching. I'm going to show it out of the chair. You may stay in the chair. Reach the arms forward again. Reach. Your march. If you're in the chair and your hip flexors are getting tired, lean back. Arm side. Good. Heel taps. Side taps. Swing the arms. Awesome. Tap forward. Can you go faster with the taps? Seated was easier to go faster. This is a little tougher. Faster. Take a deep breath. Swan dive. Halfway up, lengthen that back, fold forward and unroll. Shoulder roll. Open the chest and hug. Put your arms on top, reverse it next time. Take it overhead and roll the wrists. Get a sip of water, we're getting started. Water is good. So, hang on a second, I had to move my chair. There we go. Yeah, I had to mess with lighting today. We're doing competing Zoom type meetings, so in the house, so I lost. I'm outside. Just kidding. All right, 2 moves, march or jog, and then we're gonna be doing chest presses, alternating. So have your weights or tube handy, ready to go.
Warm up complete.
Yeah, it is.
Prepare for the first Tabata.
Okay, so you have your chest weights ready.
10,
I'm gonna start in the chair.
9,
You can stay out of the chair.
7,
March
6,
as hard as you
5,
can for 20
4,
seconds. Get that heart
3,
rate up.
2,
Knees up.
1.
Go! If you're in the chair and you want to get more out of it, pump those arms. Get the knees up. If it's hurting your hip flexors, lean back. It'll help. Work hard. So you're breathing hard.
2,
1.
1. Rest.
You have 10 seconds to get your weights or your
Cycle
tube.
1 complete.
Chest. Here's what I'm gonna do. Not just singles. I'm gonna do 3,
Prepare.
2, 1.
Work.
3, 2, 1. Press, press, press. Open, open, open. If that's too much on your shoulders, bench press. 3, 2, 1. Press it together. If you're standing up, press 2, 3. Open,
3,
2,
2,
3. You got it.
1. Rest.
Everybody's got an option. Back to your march,
Cycle 2
in the chair,
complete.
or out. I'm getting out this time. I want the knees
Prepare.
up. Good posture.
Work.
Let's go. Let's go. You are working out at your own risk. I don't know what you got. I don't know what your setup is. I don't know what conditions you have. I need you to monitor yourself. Pull back as needed. Press harder as needed. Get those knees up.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Chest.
Cycle
Remember,
3
you can
complete.
use those tubes. Get it behind you. 3, 2, 1.
Prepare.
3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Work.
Let's go. Press. 2, 3. Pulse. 2, 3. The longer the arms, the harder it is. If that means you got bad shoulders, bend the elbows. Okay? You don't have weights.
3.
Press 2, 3.
2,
Open 2,
1.
3.
Rest. Cycle 4
Back to your march.
complete.
Now, if you have really good
Prepare.
shoes, you have really good floor, you might could do a light mid-impact move. That's this. It's not high impact, but I'm very lightly. You can see it's just a little bit. Let's go. Get those knees up.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Back to the chest.
Cycle 5 complete.
Come on.
Prepare.
There's 8 cycles.
Work.
This is cycle 5. 3. Press. 2, 3. Open. Work the chest. Breathe. Come on. Flex those chest muscles. Work it.
3, 2, 1. Rest. Cycle 6 complete.
Since that's going to roll away, I'm going to make sure mine out of the way.
Prepare.
You too. Clear path. Seated is fine. Let's work. Okay? Come on. If you need more, get the knees higher. Pump the arms harder. Maybe overhead. Maybe add that little hop
3,
in between.
2, 1. rest. Cycle 7 complete.
Last one coming. Chest. Flex those chest
Prepare.
muscles. Your shoulders tired? Change it up. Shorter lever or a bench press. Press. Open. Yeah. Breathe. What else? Don't squeeze the weights or tube
3,
handles.
2, 1,
Good.
rest. Tabata 1 complete.
Complete.
Recover for
4
30
more
seconds.
Tabatas. Get some water. So remember, keep your grip relaxed no matter what you're using. Even if it's no weights, we're not squeezing our hands hard. We're squeezing chest. Next round will be our back. So reverse fly. I'm going to be doing a row reverse fly. Your shoulders can't handle that. Oh, and here we go. The cardio move is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you can move side side, you do it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna start in the chair. I'm gonna build it up slow to fast.
Tabata 2.
Showing you what you can do. 1,
10,
2, 3,
9,
knee.
8, 7, 6,
So,
5,
do a
4,
little ab,
3,
lean back
2,
in that.
1.
Everybody.
Work.
1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you can go faster. Seated, you can go really fast. It's taking all the weight off the knees.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Rest.
All right, row and fly.
Cycle 1 complete.
The focus is the upper back. Think your posture. I want you to squeeze
Prepare.
shoulder blades together.
Work.
Here we go. Row, fly. The longer the arms on the fly, the harder it is. If you have bad shoulders, keep a bend in the elbows. If it's too much, just keep the row. Let's go. If you've got a
3,
tube, you're standing on it.
1. Rest.
Good. All right.
Cycle 2 complete.
1, 2, 3. So if you're standing, you can do it in place, slow or fast.
Work.
I like moving side to side. If you're on carpet, pick your feet up so you don't roll an ankle. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1. Rest.
Chest, back.
Cycle
Remember,
3
using the
complete.
tube. Put it under your feet. Row, fly, alternate or not. Let's go.
Work.
Row, fly. You can sit. Row. If you're standing, your back is straight, not grounded. Split stance will protect that back. Check in with your grip.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
1, 2, 3.
Cycle 4 complete.
Heart, heart, heart. Get the heart and breathing up, unless you have
Prepare.
asthma or heart condition.
Work.
Let's go. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
3, 2, 1. Rest. Cycle 5 complete.
Now check in again. Focus on your posture
Prepare.
muscles. All right? Really focus. Squeeze those muscles. Yeah. Go. As hard, as fast as you want to go. Got lighter weights?
2,
Go faster.
1. Rest. Cycle 6 complete.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1,
Prepare.
2, 3. You want little abs while you're working out.
Work.
Lean back on that knee. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Get the heart rate up. Breathe.
3, 2, 1. Rest. Cycle 7 complete.
Last round for your upper back. Your
Prepare.
posture needs this. The further forward you can lean, the more you're fighting gravity. The harder it is. You do what you can do. Same thing for standing. This is harder, where I'm almost parallel to the ground. If your low back can handle it.
3, 2, 1, rest.
You get water.
Tabata 2, complete.
Tabata 2.
Recover for 30 seconds.
We have 5 Tabatas total. You've done 2. Do the math, 3 more. All right. Your next cardio move is fast heel taps. You're in the chair. I encourage you to open it up and close it up so your hips get involved. And then we'll do a bicep curl. If you can add leg extensions, go ahead. Okay? If you're standing, your fast heel taps might be mid-impact like this. Maybe not. Maybe they're just here. Maybe you can do 4. Okay?
Tabata 3.
Biceps, optional leg extensions.
10,
Start with those heel taps.
9,
Really
8,
get your toe up
7,
to work your
6,
shins.
5,
All right?
4, 3.
I'm gonna start in the
2,
chair. You can
1.
stand.
Work.
Go! If you're in the chair, open it and close it so your hips are opening and closing. Most of you need that. If it causes pain, don't do that. Come on. Try not
3,
to slouch.
2, 1, rest.
Biceps.
Cycle 1, complete.
So, if you're using the tube, just stand on it. You don't have to add the
Prepare.
leg extensions. Maybe you add a squat. Biceps, squeeze your thighs. If you're standing on a tube, you might want to squat and then come up and bicep curl. Okay? Gives you something, gives you some leg work. No one's squeezing their hands. Hands are relaxed.
3, 2, 1,
Good.
rest.
Fast
Cycle
taps.
2, complete.
Fast taps. Seated if you want. Remember, open and close
Prepare.
those legs to get the hips. Otherwise,
Work.
heel taps. Good. You might not be as fast. You might need to do 4 and switch. There you're doing no impact, all right? I'm doing mid-impact here.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right, biceps.
Cycle 3, complete.
Let's focus on really getting a full bicep. Hand all the way to the
Prepare.
shoulder. Open it up, but don't lock it at the bottom.
Work.
So I have to scooch forward in the chair so that I can open my arms. See the difference? Heavier the weight is, the harder that is. The slower you might need to go.
3, 2,
Focus on
1,
biceps.
rest. Cycle 4, complete.
Fast taps.
Prepare.
Seated, standing, I don't care.
Work.
Go. If you're seated, take those legs out and in as you do this to work those hips. You could do it standing, still more awkward.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right, on these
Cycle
biceps,
5, complete.
this time I want you to focus on keeping your shoulders back.
Prepare.
Don't round forward. Okay, shoulders back, crowd chest, crowd chest. If you want, leg extension to squeeze the thigh. If not, maybe it's a squat with the tube or not. All right, options. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, rest. Cycle 6, complete.
Good. Cycle 7 is coming up. It's the last fast tap. Sit if you want.
Work.
Go. Being mindful to keep your chest cavity open. Breathe. Four, three,
3,
two,
2,
four,
1,
three,
rest.
2. Last bicep.
Cycle 7, complete.
I'm gonna do my squats this time just for fun.
Prepare.
Leg extensions if you want, no legs if you want.
Work.
Seated or standing. If you're squatting, keep your chest forward. Base and chest forward. Fingers relax.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Water.
Tabata 3, complete. Recover
3
for
of
30
5
seconds.
is done. Next 2 moves, jacks and tricep kickbacks. When you're doing triceps, if you want to add legs, you can add a little tap. If you're standing, you can tap back or even lunge back if you want. Jacks. Remember, if you're standing, your jacks can be here. They could be here. You could do a little hop in between. You could do full, all-out jacks if you want. Be mindful of your floor, your knees and hips. I'm going to start with chair jacks, where you still have the
Tabata
option
4.
to tap, to step touch, or
10,
jump.
9, 8,
Options.
7, 6,
Arms wherever you
5,
can do.
4,
Watch your
3,
shoulders.
2, 1.
Go! If you need a hip flexor break, lean back. Okay? I like to change the arms to protect my shoulders from overwork.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Triceps.
Cycle 1, complete.
8, 7,
Sitting up tall or standing tall.
Prepare.
Back is straight, shoulders back,
Work.
slight lean, straighten, bend. The elbows, shoulders, do not move. Watch your grip. Squeeze the triceps. I like a little pause at the top to really seal in
3,
that tricep
2,
extension.
1, rest.
Great. Jacks.
Cycle 2, complete.
In the chair. I'm doing it out this time.
Prepare.
Get that heart rate up. I'm doing the littlest skip. This is mid-impact. You don't have to. Changing the arms so that they're not wearing out.
Three, two, one, rest.
Triceps.
Cycle 3,
Okay.
complete.
Sit or stand, straight back.
Prepare.
Standing split stance, protect the back if you want.
Work.
Elbows up, straighten, bend. Shoulders don't move. Give a little pause at the top. Get your shoulders out of your ears. Straighten and bend. Breathe. Aha. You knew I was going to say that.
1, rest.
Jacks.
Cycle 4, complete. Prepare.
Know where your equipment is. Don't jump on it. There you go. Lots of options.
Three, two, one, rest.
Triceps.
Cycle 5, complete.
Now, if you don't have low back problems and you want more intensity, flat back this way.
Work.
Killer. Keeping the knees soft, pelvic floor engaged. If it hurts your low back, don't do it. Split stance is fine.
2, 1.
Watch your grip and breathe. Are you doing it?
3, 2, 1, rest. Cycle 6, complete.
One more round of jacks, one more round of triceps.
Prepare. Work.
Go. Jacks, any kind you like. Know where your equipment is. Don't jump on it. If you're on
3,
carpet, be careful
2,
to pick up your feet.
1, rest. Cycle 7,
Yeah.
complete.
Tricep kickback. Seated is fine.
Prepare.
If you want, you can tap back. Don't gotta. Tap. I love this extra pause to really make my triceps engage. Okay? That's where the work is. Tension out of the neck.
3, 2, 1, rest. Tabata 4, complete.
Water.
Recover for 30 seconds.
Last 2 moves. Cardio is kicks. Okay? You're in the chair. Lean back. It'll release your hip flexors. It'll give you more room to move. Spinal balance is the core. If you prefer, you can get on the ground and do a plank. I'm not doing that today. Spinal balance. Quick options. Seated. Straight back. Here. Here. Okay? Seated. That's your option. All right? Out of the
Tabata
chair.
5,
Here and here with my legs.
10,
Or here.
9, 8,
Okay.
7,
Whoops, opposite.
6,
All right.
5,
We got options.
4, 3,
3 kicks.
2,
Kicks.
1. Work.
Go. I'm showing seated first. I'm leaning back, kicking high. If you have bad knees, be real careful not to fling your knees. Control it. Use your thighs. Breathe.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Spinal
Cycle
balance.
1 complete.
You can go to a plank. Those who can do a plank, do it.
Prepare.
I'm going to show first level. Here, pulse, 2, 3, switch. Squeezing in the back. This is not shoulders. Arch your back gently. Feel the spinal muscles.
3, 2,
That
1.
makes sense.
Rest.
Okay, your spine is your
Cycle
bones.
2
The
complete.
muscles along the spine. All right,
Prepare.
kicks. Seated if you can or you want. Go, go. Try not to lean forward if you're standing. If you're seated, lean back, get more range of motion. Can you get hip level? If you do, bonus, you get those lower abs working.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Rest.
All right, so you
Cycle
did that.
3
Spinal
complete.
balance. You want something tougher? I'm behind the
Prepare.
chair. One arm up, opposite
Work.
leg is up. 3, 2, 1. I'm at an angle. My body is straight. The further away I am from the chair, the harder it is. More of a plank. 3, 2. Can you lengthen the arm and leg?
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Kicks.
Cycle 4 complete.
So I've been doing straight legs. If you want to push
Prepare.
kick, go ahead. Protect your knees
Work.
by using the muscles. Come on. Faster. Faster. That's my paper. Keep going. Ah! Technical difficulties. There we go.
3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
Rest.
Good. All right.
Cycle 5 complete.
So you can still sit and do this. You can stand behind the chair.
Prepare.
If you want, do your plank here. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Head in line with your spine. You're going for a straight line. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
2, 1. Rest.
Good.
Cycle 6 complete.
Woo! All right. Kicks.
Prepare. Work.
Go. Up and over if you want more. Go.
Three, 2, 1.
Good.
Rest.
Spinal balance.
Cycle
Pick
7
one.
complete. Prepare.
I'm prepared.
Work.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Back is straight. You can do it seated. You know your options. Go.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Yeah. Water.
Tabata 5 complete. Recover for 30 seconds.
Get your water. Good. All right. Water, water. start in the chair to demo. I'm gonna start out of the chair. If you're in the chair, stay there, follow along as best you can, okay? Good, we're gonna take our arms up, press your hands together, press them in, lengthen your arms, squeeze your glutes, lift your ribs. Breathe in and breathe out. Now get the shoulders out of the ears. Good, you're gonna lean to your right. Good, if you can take your gaze to the crease of your elbow, good. We're gonna step that right leg out to a goddess. If you're in the chair, you just stay keeping those knees and toes open wide, open the hips. Shoulders over hips if you're standing. If you're seated, they already are probably. But just be careful you're not leaning forward. Can you draw your knees back over the pinky toe? Can you press your thighs out further? Good. We're gonna go to a warrior two to your right. Lengthen that right arm. Turn that left toe forward. Good, warrior two. Gaze out over that right fingertips area. Shoulders down, open the chest. Good. Let that right arm find your thigh. Reach the left arm as high as it goes. You have bad shoulders, your arm doesn't go overhead. Why don't you try just grabbing and resting your hand on the opposite shoulder? Good. Woo! All right, you're gonna pick up the left heel, so you pivot into a deeper lunge. If you're seated, same thing. If you're seated and your knees or hips are bothering you, put more weight in the chair, less on your feet. Good. Now everybody, see if you can straighten that right leg. If you're standing, you might have to bring the left in closer and tip forward over that right leg. So you're seated one, you're gonna be in an odd position. As you lean forward over that leg, make sure your hand does not go to the kneecap. Good. Now, I need you to be careful to pick up your feet. Your all 10 toes are dead ahead, lunging to the side, right leg bent. Okay, you're seated. Or if you're not seated and your hips and knees are bothering you, do sit down. Put your weight in the chair. Now, press that inner thigh down to the ground. Back to center. Open to goddess again. Inhale up. Lean to your left this time. And open back to goddess. Open to warrior two to your left. I'm gonna get myself in the middle here. Gazing over that left arm, shoulders down. Good. We're gonna turn into it and lunge so that right foot has to pick up, so all 10 toes are pointed to that side. Deep lunge for you. Forgot my side angle. So let's go ahead and pick it up, forward, and lift that right arm up overhead. If it hurts your shoulder, let it rest on the opposite shoulder. Good. We're gonna straighten that front leg, turn the back toes forward, folding forward. Now if you're in the chair, I thought about this, you might just wanna change to that hamstring stretch. No one has their hands on their kneecaps, however. Breathe. Good. Coming up and back to center. I'm going to sit down. You may stay standing. You're going to flex your wrists and reach back. Squeeze your back muscles. Open the chest. Take your chin up a bit. Lengthen from your chin to your belly button. So arch back gently. And now give yourself a great big hug. Round the back, leaning forward. Notice which arm's on top. You're gonna reverse it. Open inhale. Exhale, other arm on top. Inhale, the arms overhead. Open out slowly. Hands mid-thigh. Cat and cow. You can do this standing as well. Round the back, hollow the belly. Arch the back, lengthen the belly. And then either sitting up tall or standing tall, your head floats over the shoulders. Shoulders over hips, hips over knees if you're standing. Take your chin over one shoulder. Really stretch through the neck. Keep your Shoulders relaxed. Slowly to the other side. Shoulders down. Back to center. Chin down, lengthen the back of the neck. And now chin up. Really jut it away. And back to neutral. Deep breath. All right. So tomorrow, I should be here. Don't see why I wouldn't be. If not, I'll post something. 10 o'clock Central Time. It'll be a little more, it'll be more of a boot campish kind of workout, and without the chair option, although I can always give that as an option if you need it, but I won't be demonstrating it in the chair. So a nice boot camp style workout tomorrow at 10 Central Time here on Facebook Live. As always, I'll save the recording so that you can do it again another time. I love to see you. Hi, Chris and Susan and Norma and Amy. I've seen some other names popping up as we go. So great job today. Thanks for joining me. Signing out.